This is the Sacred Heart statue here in the church, and it's here a long time because it was presented on behalf of Canon Judge by his niece Mary Higgins, and that's years and years ago. It could even be 100 years ago. So devotion to the Sacred Heart is well over 100 years ago. It started. Jesus appeared to a nun called Margaret Mary Alacoque and told her that people should pray to his heart. And why his heart? Well, his heart always represents love, of course, and his love for us. That's what he wanted to promote. So people began to pray to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and they had this prayer, Sacred Heart of Jesus, I place all my trust in you. And another practice that developed then as well was going to church on a Friday, the first Friday of the month. And of course, Friday is the day that Jesus died on the cross. So that was a great proof of his love. So it became a practice to go to Mass on the first Friday of the month. And people tried to do that all year round, but at least they always did 9 of those Fridays. And they used to call that the 9 Fridays. And in places like Killasser here, Callow, Swinford, people travelled on their bicycles, including my own mother, and they would go to Mass on the first Friday of the month. And the Mass would be a Mass for the Sacred Heart, asking Jesus to help us. Another practice about the Sacred Heart was there was a picture that people used to have in their homes of the Sacred Heart, a picture of Jesus with his heart. And they used to consecrate their homes to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and people still do that. And I was only recently in a house, and I hadn't been there for a long time, but they showed me the Sacred Heart picture, and all the names, the mother, the father, the names of all the children were written down. And they said they were going to see who was the priest that had said the prayer to consecrate the house, and it was actually myself. So years ago, when I came here first, I must have done that. So the Sacred Heart of Jesus is very popular, and people often come and pray here to the Sacred Heart. You can see the candles as well nearby that they light. So this is the Sacred Heart of Jesus, beautiful. You can see his heart, the way it's painted, and his hands are stretched out. And that's showing the love of Jesus for us. So, Sacred Heart of Jesus, we place all our trust in you.